Zion has completely fucked this organization since they drafted him.
How might feel?
Top to bottom. Like, no, real talk. Because you can't depend on him. You don't know what's going on. It's so many things you have to do. He had to clean up certain areas. And shout out to Bill Duffy, because Bill Duffy, he's taking over. He's trying to help Zion with a whole lot of things, hold him accountable.
Duffy's
one
good,
of the best to ever do it in the game. I love Bill Duffy.
I got a Bill Duffy story one day.
But think about it though, right? So now you're the Pelicans. Okay, the first thing that you need to ask yourself is, what are we going to do with him on this non-guarantee? Think about this. The most hyped athlete since LeBron James, and he is on a non-guaranteed max contract. We have never heard of anything like that in life. A non-guaranteed max contract. Okay, so he's not available. What are you going to do with him? Like, they could waive him, they could trade him. What is his trade market? I think they should move on from Zion. Every year we get excited. Man, Zion, he's in shape. No, I'm just saying.
Oh, people.
He's in shape. He came in the training camp in shape. All of a sudden, he hurt his hamstring again. By the way, I don't think I've ever seen anybody in sports hurt their hamstring more than Zion Williamson. No.
Well, but okay. Really
4
quick.
years?
No, wait. I'm not arguing. I'm saying let's play basketball eyes for a second. When you watch his body move, when you watch the way him run, he kind of had that wobble, already heavy.
Interesting gait.
Interesting gait. When you watched him run, right? I'm just saying that, like, when you talk about if he has a consistent hamstring problem, like, you don't see a lot of basketball players, one, that size, that with that athleticism, and two, you don't see a lot of basketball players with that type of gait, right? And so that, to me, could lend to more of like a biomechanics. If you don't see it and then you see a problem, then you try and see like what it is that's causing that problem. And
well,
that's what I'm saying.
So the Pelicans made a decision, right? They made a decision on who they wanted their franchise guy to be. It was because you talk about when they was going to the playoffs, Zion was injured again. Brandon Ingram was that guy. Remember Brandon Ingram in that Suns in that Suns series? Like, he was BI, and you watching what he's doing right now with the Toronto Raptors. You know what I'm saying? It might have a lot to do with Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? Glorilla put that South Memphis on him. You know what I'm saying? Got that boy acting different over there. Here's the thing.
We don't do that.
Man, fuck you. I'm joking. I do what the fuck I want to do. That was a shout out. That's love. But he's acting different in Toronto. So now you look at it, you go and get Jordan Poole, right? Like, all right, cool. He's out. What coach are you going to get? I'm not going to say, last thing, I'm not going to say get rid of the franchise. I will say we all know they come second to the Saints. We get that part of it. But they did hit, I believe, 2 home runs with their picks in this year's draft. Jeremiah Fears is going to be special, and Derek Queen is going to be special.
Problem. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. Queen's a problem. He's probably very good.
He is Jokic and
he got a fun game to watch. Like this, to me, like, I could enjoy watching Zach Randolph play all the time. Shout out my guy Zebo. I could enjoy watching him play because it was so nasty that you were in a respectful, like, you're always watching, like, how is this dude that don't dunk, lefty, and he is going to work on these dudes? It was fun to watch Zebo play. Derek Queen got some of that. Like, I'm not saying he not got the same, but he got the same type of game where you're like, how is he cooking these dudes?
Hands down, he was the best. He was the best scorer in that draft class.
Yeah,
and
his touch is ridiculous.
Think about his draft class. It was him, Cooper Flagg, Ace Bailey, like this year's draft class.
Harper.
Those two guys were on the same fucking team together. Cooper Flagg and Derek Queen. Derek Queen just didn't get the attention, but he was still, you go pull up his numbers on the side of Cooper Flagg. Motherfucker was walking out of there 24-14.
Yeah.
I just think, like, when you look at an organization, sometimes you need to cut the cord. And this is that cut the cord time.
What you mean?
Was Zion.
You cannot have a player, and we're seeing this with here, we're in New Orleans, we're seeing it in Memphis, we're seeing it in Charlotte, we're seeing it obviously in Philly, where you are trying to get your offense to go through your best player. But your best player's availability, so you're practicing, and you're like, hey, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Zion and we're gonna do this. And then they're like, that's what you do during training camp. Everything goes. Game 2, that's gone. So now your coach has to go, okay, we've worked on this because this is what this guy requires because of his talent, but his unavailability hampers us. Willie Green, and I'll say this about coaches, whether they are X's and O coaches, there's only a couple coaches that can actually do that. The best one right now is Eric Spoelstra in Miami. But Willie Green, when he first got that job, set the culture of like them being defenders, them doing this, them doing that. He's done that, his best ability. Now, is it time to make me move on? For sure, but I don't think that they are actually, you could see what Joe Dumars said, they weren't even trying to win. So if I'm Willie Green, you're letting me off the hook because if you not even have expectations to win, why the fuck are we playing basketball?
No. I think you're taking that out of context. I don't think they was trying to tank or anything like that. I think they didn't come into the season saying, hey, Willie, we putting this amount of expectations on you.
Why are you playing basketball?
No. What they're saying is like, we know that our team has some holes. So like, we're saying like, hey, as long as you are competitive and playing well, when you lose the first 3 games by 30 points a game, that means that, okay, we're not even live. Nothing's going, like something's off here.
Or we wanted you to be on the same page as us, meaning, remember, we gave up picks. I think they gave up a few, this year's draft pick to move up so that they could go get, I think, both Fears and, well, they already had Fears, but to move up to go get Derek Queen. So, it could have been something like that now we're seeing Derek Queen. It could be the Zion injury. He's in the starting lineup.
But if you're there to win a game, Derek Queen is very foul prone, as a rookie, as most rookies are. So maybe, I'm just playing devil's advocate, Willie Green had saw Derek Queen as, hey, he needs to be brought along a little slower.
Wait, slow down.
I can't play because I don't know.
No, you can.
Man,
Who's running?
No. You lose the first 3 games by 30 points for the first time in NBA history. There's going to be eyes
Yeah,
on
but
you.
if you go through training camp with Zion, then all of a sudden he ain't playing.
Channing.
Because little hammy whammies is hurt. You're screwed. That's a bad team. Also, that's a bad team.
Now you defending them. You going back? You defend like
I'm defending everybody.
You're arguing with yourself.
It's not a good team.
He's arguing.
It's not a good team. They have no culture.
I'm just saying you're arguing with yourself. You made 1 point for the team. Now you arguing with the team.
Yeah, I said devil's advocate.
Let's let you take
You
another
can't play
point.
devil's advocate against yourself.